So, most people think you actually have to live in a state to form an LLC there, or that Delaware is somehow the only smart option for entrepreneurs. But what if I told you the strongest financial fortress in America is literally sitting right in the middle of the Great Plains? Let's dive straight into this explainer and completely demystify exactly how to start your LLC in South Dakota, from picking the perfect name to staying fully compliant. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a complete beginner just starting out, by the end of this, you'll have a highly practical, step-by-step roadmap to avoid costly pitfalls, save some serious money, and build an impenetrable shield around your business.
Now here is an absolutely startling fact. South Dakota levies exactly $0 in personal and corporate income tax. That is a massive game changer. I mean, if you're running a successful e-commerce business or a real estate holding company, that zero means thousands or even millions staying right in your pocket to reinvest and grow. It's undeniably one of the most pro-business environments in the entire country.
But you know what actually gets even better? Beyond just the tax benefits, pairing a South Dakota LLC with its world-class trust laws creates what legal experts like to call a dynamic duo. Imagine a family business that transfers its LLC units into a South Dakota trust. That combination acts as a totally robust legal shield for your business assets, standing as a vigilant guardian against nefarious characters or unexpected devastating lawsuits.
So here is our step-by-step roadmap. 1. The SD Advantage. 2. Prep work. 3. Filing articles. 4. Operating agreements and EIN. 5. Maintenance and compliance. And 6. Wrap-up.
Section 1. The South Dakota Advantage.
To really grasp South Dakota's true power, we have to quickly demystify something called a charging order. You can basically think of this as a massive roadblock that prevents a creditor from foreclosing on your actual business assets. If someone sues you personally, South Dakota law strictly limits their remedy to a lien on your distributions. They absolutely cannot seize the company's property or force a sale of your assets just to satisfy your personal debt.
And South Dakota actually enjoys a very rare rankings trifecta when it comes to this asset protection. It prevents judicial foreclosure, it denies broad legal or equitable remedies against the entity itself, and it stops a court from issuing a broad charging order. According to Trusts and Estates magazine, this specific combination puts South Dakota in the top tier nationally year after year, giving business owners unparalleled peace of mind.
Section 2. Prep work, names, and agents.
Okay, choosing your business name is a pretty straightforward three-step process. First, the name has to end with the proper designator, like LLC or Limited Liability Company. Second, it has to be completely unique and distinguishable from existing entities already registered in the state. And third, you can easily verify if your name is available using the Secretary of State's free online business search tool. Plus, if you find a name you love but you're just not quite ready to file yet, you can actually reserve it for 120 days for a super small $25 fee. Next up, you're going to need a registered agent. Simply think of this person or service as your company's official legal mailbox. They are strictly required to have a physical street address in South Dakota, so no P.O. box is allowed here. And they must be physically present during normal business hours to accept service of process, which includes things like legal notices and official state correspondence.
Now right here is a massive trap a lot of beginners fall into. While you technically can be your own agent if you live in the state, it completely destroys your privacy because your home address goes permanently on the public record. Worse than that, if you step out for a quick lunch or go on vacation and miss a process server, you could literally face a default lawsuit judgment without even knowing you were sued. So for most entrepreneurs, hiring a commercial registered agent service is without a doubt the smartest move.
Section 3. Filing Articles of Organization. Once your prep is done, to officially file, you're going to need a specific checklist of details ready to go. You'll need the exact compliant LLC name, your principal office street address, your registered agent's details, the organizer's name, whether you're going to be member-managed or manager-managed, and the duration of the company. What's really interesting here is the huge privacy advantage. You don't actually have to list the member owners on this public document, just the organizer.
When it comes to actually submitting those articles, filing online is vastly superior. It costs $150 and is processed immediately. On the flip side, filing a paper form through the mail triggers a $15 surcharge, bringing it to $165, and it takes 3 to 5 business days to process. Do yourself a massive favor. Stick to the online portal to save a little cash and get that immediate confirmation.
Section 4. Operating agreements, EINs, and banking.
Even though South Dakota doesn't actually legally force you to file an operating agreement, skipping it is a huge pitfall. This internal document is what outlines member roles, voting rights, and profit distributions. Without it, you're risking disastrous internal disputes. And crucially, if you don't draft it correctly, you could accidentally backslide on all those amazing statutory creditor protections we talked about earlier. After that, you'll need to obtain a free Employer Identification Number, or EIN, directly from the IRS website. You can just think of it as a social security number for your business. Take that EIN and your approved articles of organization straight to a bank to open a dedicated business account. This is how you keep your personal and company finances strictly separated, which is legally vital to maintaining your LLC's liability shield. Mixing your funds is honestly the fastest way to lose your protection.
Section 5. Ongoing compliance and maintenance.
This number right here is absolutely crucial because as of the recent 2025 House Bill 1024 update, the online annual report fee for your LLC is exactly $55. It's a remarkably low, flat compliance cost, especially when you compare it to other states that can charge hundreds of dollars or calculate their fees based on how much revenue your company is bringing in.
But, here is the catch. You absolutely must mark the first day of your anniversary month on the calendar, because if you let this annual report go delinquent for 60 days beyond the due date, the state will administratively dissolve your company. Boom. That means your LLC is gone, your asset protections are completely revoked, and you'll be hit with extra penalty fees if you ever want to reinstate it. Set a calendar reminder right now and always file early.
Section 6. Wrap-up and legal disclaimer.
Real quick, please keep in mind that while we've structured all these rules clearly from the official source material to make the process super easy to digest, this explainer is strictly for general informational purposes. It is not formal legal or tax advice, and you should always consult a professional regarding your specific business situation.
So, with zero income tax, incredibly low maintenance fees, and literally the absolute strongest asset protection laws in the country waiting for you, what is stopping you from taking that very first step today? Get out there, check that name availability online, and start building your South Dakota Shield. It's totally within your reach.